how the data cleansing can be done. If I want to clean my data, what kind of rules I can put it? So in the data cleansing, the most important thing we do it, we create some rules and validations. Let's say a lot of materials, a lot of vendor, a lot of customers are there. Everything I don't want to bring it to the S/4HANA. So we put it some rules, okay, that so that we only bring the data which is used. So we put a rules like if there is in last 5 years, we don't have any movement for a material, we will not bring it to the S/4HANA. There's no movement means we are not using the material. We will not bring it to the S/4HANA. Okay. So that materials we need to identify. So to identify those things, we put rules and logics in the legacy system to get those reports that there is no movement or slow moving, no moving materials from last 5 years. Bring those materials out and take the decisions. Now, when you will be bringing the materials, these kind of materials, there can be two kind of categories. There can be stock exist. There can be no stock exist. If the no stock exists, you can simply remove that, boss, these materials, we are not taking it to S/4HANA system, we are removing them. Because there is no movement into the last 5 years, business take this decision, we are not taking as a consultant, business take that decision. They go through and they say that, okay, last 5 years, we are not doing any movement. We are not bringing in future, it will be required in S/4HANA. So we will get it created in S/4HANA. If the stock exists, what we will be doing, there is no movement, but there is a stock exist for those materials. Can we say that we will not be bringing them to S/4HANA? Can we say that we will not bring it to S/4HANA? So we cannot say no that we will not bring to S/4HANA. If the stock exists, we cannot say no. In that case, we need to ask the business decision that, boss, what do you want to do with this stock? Many times what will happen, the stock is showing in the system and the physical stock is not there, right? So in those cases, the business need to take actions that what we need to do for this material. If the stock remains, at the time of the cutover, if the stock remains, you need to make sure that the materials are brought and the stock also we need to brought. Otherwise, our GL accounts will not match. Our inventories values will not match. It's very important to match the inventory values in the legacy and in the S/4HANA system. So if the no stock exists, then it is easy. But if the stock exists, then business need to take a call. If they say that, okay, this is the stock, we never use it, we are not going to never use it. So we ask them to remove the stock, to do the write-offs in the legacy system itself, so that the write-offs has been done, and then we will not be bringing those materials. If business said that this is too expensive material, or somehow they take the decision, no, we are not writing off the stock, maybe this material would be required in future. So the stock remains. If the stock remains, we need to also bring the material into S/4HANA. Because if you don't bring the material, you will not be able to bring the stock also. So that kind of data cleansing activities would be there. I have just given you one example. The another example can be there for your customers, vendors, duplicate customer, duplicate vendors, customer and vendors you have created but not doing your business for last 3 years or for last 5 years. Those can be removed. Those can be cleaned from the system, and you can only bring the data on which you are working. Okay, so the junk data can be removed. That is a quick example of how the data cleansing can be done within the data enrichment.